Welcome back to another episode of the Mountain West Insider Podcast here on the Field of 68 Media Network. And we are once again joined by one of our favorite guests, a recurring guest here on the Field of 68, one of the best point guards in college basketball, one of the best players in the Mountain West is DJ Thomas. Oh man, 3-0 start to Mountain West play here for you, DJ. How is this going? How are you feeling right now? And how is the team kind of progressing this season?
I think we're off to a good start. Had some early bumps in non-conference, but I'm just glad that we're starting to really click and starting to play together at the right time. So yeah, I like where we're at.
What's been the biggest difference? Like over this 3-game stretch, again, you've beaten teams that a lot of people felt like you should beat and needed to beat, but you've done it. What's been the key over these first 3 games to get you off to the undefeated start in Mountain West play?
Just being on the same page, both offensively and defensively. I feel like everyone's really starting to understand and buy into their roles. We're just starting to come together defensively, like being more in gaps, just knowing what everyone's going to do defensively and offensively. We're starting to know where people will like their shots, where people like the ball, where people like to score. Just be on the same page.
So you guys had that trip to the Arizona tip-off, right? And you lost to
Mhm.
Mississippi State, lost to Northwestern. Then you got to go on the road to Omaha to play Creighton, which is not easy for anybody to do. And you come
Mhm.
back from that and you got a week off. You get Jaden Henley back, and you beat Pacific. You lose by 1 at Dayton. No shame in losing at Dayton. And then you reel off 4 in a row. So you've won 5 of your last 6 after you had that week off and got Jaden back. What kind of changed there? What kind of what were those practices like? And did anything kind of flip for your season in that moment?
Just the mentality and like our just the intensity of our practices, like that whole week. We just knew like that wasn't us. Those games that we lost, it just wasn't us and how we played. We weren't proud of the way we played. We didn't feel like we left it all out on the court. But that week of practice, how intense it was, and our competitive level just risen up a lot. We just started to really come together as a team, and yeah, we just started getting more on the same page. But that week of practice was very big for us. I think that helped us a lot because we're a completely different team, I think, now than we were like a month ago.
So I have a hard time seeing Kevin Kruger mad. I don't. There's just something about it. He seems like the nicest dude ever. His dad is the nicest dude ever, Lon Kruger. Like, give me an
He is.
example of what sets him up, and will he jump guys in practice? I can't envision it.
A lot of people say that. I mean, even the first time he got mad, like last year, my freshman year, I seen him get like actually mad for the first time. I was like, whoa, like never seen this before. Like I wouldn't like you would have never thought like he could like that fire and like just I was like, okay, I like that. Like, but like you could just see how like upset he was with those like he knows like we weren't that like that's not the type of team we were in those losses and what we displayed, but he just like because he knows our potential and how good our team is. But just that whole week of practice was just so intense, and like he was just it just like kind of trickled down from Kevin to all the way down, like the whole program. We were just like we had a fire lit under us, like all of us. So um
Does it
yeah.
start with you? Does he get on you because he knows he can and it sets a tone for maybe the rest of the team sometimes?
Absolutely. I mean, I'm the leader of this team. Everyone looks to me. So when he gets on me, it kind of like, okay, like we need to pick it up, like So then when he gets on me, I start to get on my teammates, and we all just kind of pick it up. So yeah,
Do you like that responsibility?
absolutely. I mean, not many people get it, so I definitely don't take that lightly, and I understand the kind of responsibility I have as being the leader of the team. But yeah, I mean, I want that responsibility. So.
And it's important this year for you guys too, right? Like there's always speculation before the season starts, especially in this era of college hoops. Um, with the transfers coming in and these new rosters and all these new faces. And if you look at it kind of the way it's kind of broken down for you the guys so far this year, 4 of your top 5 scorers are transfers that came in. Jaden, Jalen, Jeremiah, and Julian. I think you might be the only player on this team whose name doesn't start with a J, by the way, which is
Oh,
I'm sure that's got to be a little confusing in practice. But how long did it take to kind of get used to each other? And are you still kind of in that learning phase?
I think now, like, we understand how to play with each other now, but I think during the summer, and the first like 5, 6 games of the season, we were still kind of figuring it out. But I feel like we're starting to really click together at the right time as Mountain West play, as conference play starts. So, I think we're really starting to get it, like, understand each other.
So when you're yelling at each other in practice, right? Or when you're yelling at your guys in practice and you're like, Jalen, no, the other Jalen. No, I'm sorry, I meant Jaden. No, I meant Julie. Like, is it hard to kind of figure out who you're talking to?
You're asking the wrong. You Coach Kruger, he gets their names mixed up so much. It's so funny. Like he'll yell Jalen, and then like three people will look over, and he like, no, that Jalen. Or he says, because Bear's real name is Jeremiah,
Right.
so his name is a J. Julian, he'll sometimes call Julian Jalen or Jaden J. Like, it's just so many J's. Um, but yeah, it's funny.
Hey, how's our guy Big Rob doing? I know he's been out since pretty much the beginning of the season with the back injury. Is that what it's
Yeah,
back? How's
yeah.
he doing? And I'm not going to ask you to get yourself in trouble by giving us an injury update or anything, but obviously, you know how much we enjoyed that conversation with both of
Yeah.
you guys in Vegas, and we're hoping he gets back soon.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. I mean, because especially in this conference, and his physicality and just his presence is huge, especially not to have that. Um, but yeah, I know he's pretty bummed he's not playing this year. But he's still being a good teammate, still being a good leader, still staying vocal, helping guys out. Um, but yeah, it just really sucks not having him out there with us, because I know the type of impact he could have on this team.
You're making sure he stays away from the fast food and all that stuff while he's out, right?
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely.
He's the leader of the team, Goodman. He's got to make sure of
Well, but he can't
that.
do everything. Like, listen, like you can't make sure, especially in Vegas. Like, it is hard. I mean, he could sneak away to a McDonald's or an
At
In-N-Out
like
burger really quickly and easily.
at any time, because
Right.
these places don't close early. So
That
yeah,
too. I forgot about
yeah,
that too.
So we mentioned earlier how you had a friendly start is the way that I'll phrase it in the Mountain West, right? Couple home
Mhm.
games, couple teams that are near the bottom of the conference. It gets real now for you though. Good. I mean, I don't even know if you've seen this. Their next 4 games at Boise State, at Colorado State, Utah State at home, at San Diego State.
Oh,
Then you got to deal with Wyoming, and then after that, it's New Mexico at Utah State, at Nevada, and Boise State at home. What has to happen for you guys to be able to get through this run and be in a place where you're still, because look, if it goes bad, it can go bad. If it goes well, then you got yourself in a position to be able to make a run in the Mountain West Championship. What's the
Yeah.
most important thing to get yourself in that spot for the latter to happen?
Taking no games off, no plays off. And not looking ahead. We just gotta take it one game at a time and not look past. Like, you cannot look past anybody in the Mountain West. Like, on any given night, anyone can get hot, anyone can beat anyone. So but I just think we just gotta take it one game at a time, stick to the scouting report, and I feel like it'll figure itself out from there. So
so I met your dad out in Vegas at the Players Era event. Talked to him for a few minutes, and I lied. I told him how much I love you, how much I love talking to you, and what a good dude you are. But give me, he seems like a tough love type of dude. He seems like a guy that you get done with a game, even if you played an A game, he may not tell you you played an A game. He may give you the one thing that you didn't do as well as he thought you should. What is it like? Because as a former player, especially at UNLV, the pride that he's got in this program, the pride that you've got in this program. But tell me kind of how he is as a dad after your games.
yeah, this growing up with him, it was a lot of tough love. I mean, obviously, like, he still kept basketball, and like our father-son relationship separate. So like, on the court, he was coach. On the off the court, dad. I mean, like, my best friend. We're super close. But as I've gotten older, he's starting to really, like, like be more patient with me and like uh how do I explain this?
Is he
Like
softer?
when I was younger,
Like
he used to.
softer?
I feel like as he's gotten older, he's gotten a little softer because he's a little softer with my younger siblings. Like he
Yeah.
lets a lot of stuff go. Yeah. But yeah, as I gotten older, he's starting to like been more encouraging, especially when I got here last year. He was a little bit more encouraging, but also he also told me what I need to do better at. But of course, it's always tough love. But yeah, I think he does a really great job of balancing it out. Yeah.
DJ, look, the every single parent that has more than one child is always more strict on the older child. Like that's just what you got to deal with, man.
Oh man, don't
The-
even get me started. Oh
what
my
what's
gosh.
what's the one thing where your younger siblings are able to get away with something that you know you were never able to get away with when you were that age?
I don't think they've even like. I honestly don't know. I can't even name one thing. It's just so many things that like they don't even get yelled at. Like I'm like I think I forgot what my brother did that like a few weeks ago, and I was like I looked at my mom and dad. I was like, "Are you guys not gonna like say anything to him?" I was like, they were like, "Oh, he's the younger one. We could care." I mean, it's
They're tired, man. Look, kids are a lot. Kids are
yeah,
a lot. I'm sleepy all the time, man. I got a 9-year-old and a
yeah.
5-year-old, and right now I can hear them screaming out there, and I don't want to have to go deal with it. So I just locked my door. I'm going to stay in here and talk to you instead.
Oh
Is
man,
is your brother a
yeah,
baller? Is your
yeah. My
brother
dad's
a
about to
player?
be. Oh yeah. Yeah,
Is he?
yeah. He's seventh grade. Yeah, he's actually starting. He just hit a growth spurt. He's actually pretty tall now. So I like he has a lot. He could be really good if he keeps working and listening. So yeah, I think he could be really good.
You're going to be better than you.
I mean, of course, I hope he is, but if we play 1-on-1, I'm not gonna let him win. I mean, he's not beating me 1-on-1. Just
Never.
not happening.
Never.
Never, ever.
Never. All right.
I'm big brother. I can't let him. No.
Yeah. Well, if he's taller than you know, you can be big brother all you want, but he might be able to post your ass up eventually.
Hopefully.
Hey, you're shooting this year. I think a lot of people
Hmm.
weren't sure you could do this shooting the ball. Like you have shot the hell out of the and even last year as a freshman, shooting 36 from three is not easy to do as a freshman, but then to prove that you can take it up and shoot in the 40s. What's been the key to that this year? Has it been confidence, reps, getting your shots where you need them? What's been the biggest key?
I just think understanding like how to search for those shots. Cause in my mind, like I'm very confident in myself as a shooter. Like even last year, I was confident in myself that I could shoot. But this year, I just more comfortable, and especially more reps during the summer, and just staying consistent every game, just knocking down open threes, being ready to catch and shoot, shooting behind screens. But I mean, I've always been a good shooter, so I've always been had that confidence in myself that I can knock shots down. But yeah, just mostly reps during the summer.
The thing that's impressed me the most has been the turnover rate that you've had. You've always been a good point guard in that sense and had a good assist to turnover ratio, but I think it's even come down more this season. I mean, you're at what 5 turnovers and over 100 minutes of league play so far. That's a really good number, and at your position, it's something that's really important for the success of a
Mhm.
program.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, point guard, number one rule is take care of the ball, obviously. But that's just something I've always uh, focused on is keeping like making sure my team as a whole, like we just take care of the ball and I put guys in spots to make good plays and make good decisions. So yeah, that's something I definitely take pride in.
Hey, how much do you like the history of the UNLV program? And obviously, when I was growing up, I'm old. It was LJ and Ogman, and I mean, I remember George Ackles and all these dudes. Like, how much have you grown up there? Again with your dad. Do you hear these stories even about what happened back in the day with Tark and I mean, I've always said if people ask me, honestly, I mean this. People ask me one coach dead or alive, that you could spend an hour with and just listen to stories, it would be Tark. Like it would absolutely be Jerry Tarkanian, because again, like just the way that program ran, not only the city of Vegas, but like nationally, everybody, it kind of transformed college basketball. How much do you try to soak that in and listen to the stories, and how crazy is it when you hear some of them?
I mean, I literally just went to dinner with my family last night after the game, and all of a sudden my dad just started talking about this story about, I forgot, it was about J.R. Ryder. I forgot what he said, but I mean, just things like that. Like, I hear stories about it all the time. And of course, like every day in practice, we have the big 1990 banner in our Menon Hall. So I was looking up at that every day, and then being in the MAC, like looking up in the rafters, seeing all those banners up there. It's just a constant reminder of like that's where we want to be as a team. Like, we want to leave a mark on this program. So
We Randolph Childress is one of the guys that does stuff with us for the Field of 68, and he played with J.R. Ryder in the NBA. And one day I'm going to have him get with you if you want stories about J.R. Ryder. Randolph has some all timers.
yeah,
All those guys, but all those guys. I mean, every player who played there, like the stories
yeah,
again. It was a different time, number one, and it was just like no holds barred. Like you could kind of do whatever. Tark just,
yeah.
yeah, it was crazy. I mean, it was crazy to me. Do you watch do you watch those old games ever? Do like obviously they're on at times, but do you watch tape of your dad sometimes, and even the older teams?
My dad has like a bin of like all his stat sheets and like little the little VHS tapes and like in this bin. And like when I was younger, we used to have, and I used to put the tape into the little box thing, and I would just
The
watch.
little
We just
box
watched
thing?
it.
You mean like a
I'm
VCR?
sorry. Yeah, that I don't know. I don't know what that is.
That's great. Oh, that's classic. That is how old are
It's
you now,
just
DJ? How old are you now?
I'm 19 now.
Yeah, he's 19. He doesn't know what a VCR is. He doesn't know.
The little box
I'm
thing.
just
Classic.
too young.
Hey,
Neither is my
DJ,
daughter.
But yeah,
Yeah, my
here,
daughter's 21. She's right there with you. No clue. If I said
yeah.
VCR right now, she would not know what I was talking about. It's kind of crazy. Kind of
DJ, here's what we need to do, and I think that you'll appreciate this idea, right? So your dad gets on you after watching games, and he's got critiques and coaching points, right? I want you to go through his old film and go
Mm.
watch it and go say, "Hey, look, you missed that rotation right
Oh,
there. Oh, look, you see that box out right there?
mm.
Ah, you missed that one. Wide open three, and you
That's a
brick it.
great
What are we
idea.
doing here?" I think
That's
that's
a
what you
great idea. That's a great idea. I never thought of that. I'm actually gonna do that.
Let's
I'm gonna
get one
do
of the
that.
GAs. Get one of the GAs. Take some of your NIL money, pay him a little bit of money, and have him clip out like a full hour of all your dad's
Oh my
mistakes.
gosh.
Right? How great would that be? And
Oh my.
you pop it in, and you're like, "Hey, Dad, I got a new movie. I got a new movie I want to show you."
Watching film with them, like, hey, you
Yes,
should have did this. What are you doing here? Why didn't you make this pass? Oh
it'd be
man,
pretty good,
that'd
right?
be that'd be a class. Oh my gosh,
Yes, be
that's
pretty
a great idea. Wow, I'm gonna do that. I'm definitely gonna do that.
good.
Film it and make content out of it, man. That's the only thing I ask.
Oh,
I want to see his
absolutely. I'm
reaction.
gonna film that
Yeah, there you
for
go.
sure.
Yeah, make sure you send it to us, please. All right,
Oh,
make sure you
oh,
send it to us.
I will for sure.
Hey, before I let you go, I know a lot has been talked about the altitude in Colorado Springs when you play Air Force. What was it like? You were just out there right last week. How hard does that hit you, or are you used to it?
Uh, I mean, it does hit you pretty quick, but I mean, as the game goes on, you start to like catch your second wind. I just think we got to a slow start out there though, and then we started to pick it up and obviously won the game by a lot. So yeah, it does hit you pretty hard, but yeah, you'll get used to it after a few minutes.
All right,
Uh,
last one I got for you, DJ, and then Goodman can wrap this thing up. Jaden Henley, obviously you missed those 5 games earlier this year. You've won 5 out of 6 with him back, and on the season, your record with him is 7-2, and the only losses are to Dayton and Memphis, who are both probably going to end up being tournament teams. What is his impact, and why is he? Why do you guys win more with him in the lineup?
He just brings so much versatility to our team. Like when he's in the game, I can go play off the ball. He can make plays for himself, plays for others. Like he can play the point guard position. He has good vision. I mean, he's 6'7", athletic, makes the right reads off ball screens, and defensively, he can guard positions 1 through 4, and he can grab a rebound, go the length of the court, and go dunk the ball. I mean, he just brings so much versatility and just so much versatility to our team. So having him out there definitely it's a big help for sure.
Last one I have for you was your favorite Christmas gift a new Hot Wheels set?
I did not get any. I don't know what's up with the Hot Wheels. I don't even know what to say about that. You know
We're gonna
what? You
keep.
know what? You know what I got for Christmas? Actually, I got some T-shirts and some underwear from my mom. I mean, that's all I got for Christmas this year.
That's it. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really ask for anything. I just, they were
They
like,
know
"You're an
what your
adult
NI
now," so
they know what your NIL deal is. That's the problem.
oh man.
Yeah.
You know,
Last time they got you a present, it was a scooter, and you crashed that thing, didn't you?
that's true too. We got
I,
hey,
I don't I don't remember that. I don't remember that happening actually. What you talking about?
you're lucky. You're lucky we didn't dig in for more new stuff on you this time. Next time, we're gonna do this again in probably a few weeks. And I'm gonna hit everybody on staff. I'm gonna hit up your dad, your little brother, whoever it is.
Oh, wow,
It's gonna be a roast on you for 20 minutes.
like the Tom Brady roast type of thing.
Yeah, it won't be that
Oh,
bad. Listen,
Yeah.
it
that
ain't
that
gonna
was
be
bad.
that bad. All right.
That was
I,
bad.
I'm not that. I mean, that was crazy, right?
That was salute to him to be able to sit through that. That is,
Well, hey, he made enough money. I think it was worth
yeah,
it, right?
yeah.
It's a
Jeez,
difference. We're not paying you like we're paying Brady.
yeah.
And listen, good luck on this 4-game stretch. Don't get ahead of yourself. Take it one game at a time because it's a gauntlet. It is an absolute gauntlet.
Yeah.
Happy
Sure.
holidays. Keep it going. You know we love seeing you. We love doing this with you. And